Hello, ladies. I am Kenny, and I am single and ready to mingle.
Hey, Kelly! What are you doing down there?
Just making a video, Ma. Anyway, Ma, where was I? Oh, yes. I know all you beautiful ladies out there are looking for a guy who's got a six-pack. Well, I've got a 12-pack, and I'm ready to share. Also, I like really long chats on Facebook. And my greatest dream is to go on a real date with a beautiful woman. You know, I don't think this video dating thing is really gonna work. But it sure beats online dating. And yet, people still ask me why I'm single. I stumbled across this movie online, and while the little synopsis sounded interesting, it's hard to expect much from a movie that's named after a dating website. Still, I figured I would give it a chance. Gwyneth has never had a good relationship. So after seeing several ads on TV, she decides to try ChristianMingle.com, an online dating service for Christians. The only problem is that Gwyneth is not a Christian. So when she meets a guy named Paul and starts falling in love, she starts reading Christianity for Dummies and starts faking her way along in the relationship. None. Have you ever been in church with a long-winded preacher? I'm not talking about the boring ones that just go on and on while you doodle in the bulletin to keep from falling asleep. I mean the ones that preach a great 3-point sermon in about 20 minutes, and then spend the next half hour going on pointlessly about whatever else they feel like talking about. That's pretty much what this movie's like. For the first hour, it was a pretty good movie. It had a decent story. The parts where she was trying to fake being all spiritual were funny. The characters and relationships were good, and it had a believable, if not perfectly happy ending. And then it kept on going for 27 more minutes. It was the last 27 minutes of the movie that killed it for me. You see, the story should end when her lies are uncovered and she loses Paul but finds Jesus. That makes for a great movie, okay? Nice little tag about her getting back on ChristianMingle.com 6 months later or a year down the road. This time with no faking, having her meet another guy and get married. You know, just a little 5-minute whatever would have capped it off perfectly, while maintaining the obvious company endorsement. Instead, the characters spend the last third of the movie floundering all over the place to build up to a point where Gwyneth and Paul unconvincingly end up getting back together for a ridiculously contrived, happy ending. This movie would never have been great, but like an overly verbose preacher, it could have been good if it had only known when to quit. And hopefully I am not like that movie and do know when to quit. This is Kenny, encouraging you to watch outside the box.